2, and Deng's going 3-man.
Mm-hmm. Hello, Randomizer fans. Welcome to another installment of our Final Fantasy Randomizer Spring Tournament. I am Melee Wizard, and alongside me is the Hangry Canuck. How are you doing tonight?
Oh, I'm doing just fine. We're in for an exciting race tonight, so...
Oh, definitely. We got ourselves a big 2-0 matchup here between Dengwoo and ShoFukomachi, and already we're seeing a bit of a difference in strategy here. Yeah, we have
Yeah, it looks like...
Dengwoo going 3-man with Fighter Red Black, while ShoFukomachi is going Fighter Rainbow.
it'll only give Sho an advantage if White Magic is good early.
Particularly if it's white locked. Though with Dengwoo taking the 3-man, that means he's going to be getting levels faster. Though that would depend on how many fights Dengwoo decides to take, but I would presume that he's experienced enough. He probably knows what he's doing.
Alright, I'm going to let our runners loose here.
Right, so, being that this is Fire Week, our incentivized locations are... We have Ice Cave, Ordeals, the Titan's Trove, and for this week, the Red Dragon Chest in Gurugu Volcano. Which is always an interesting place for an incentivized item because it's a pretty deep dive, and it's not the kind of place you can just go in and out of without beating the boss at the end.
Yeah, fire's tricky, and because you don't want to go in too early, because there's so much in there that can be dangerous.
Oh yes.
Because if you go in, you only want to dive at once, so you want to make sure you got the goods to take out Carrie.
All right, and our runners are off, and not much in the weapon shop. We got Life 2, Inv 2, and Soft. That's a pretty good fight, and we got Fire 3, Lit 3, and Lock, and so we got some pretty good magic early on.
Yeah, that's not a bad starter pack for a white mage and a black mage.
Though I note that the Life 2 is I believe that is white locked, so Dengwoo will not have access to that.
Housing market's not too bad, but medium.
Yeah, 140 for cabins. That's not too bad.
Looks like Sho is going to take a fight here, probably get a level or 2. Well, meanwhile, Dengwoo looks like he's going to do the credit bridge.
Possibly just to get that out of the way now. Yeah.
Alright, Deng taking a fight. We really haven't got to see if the imps have anything dangerous yet, so...
Yeah, well, that's the nice thing about having early sweepers, that if you want to take gain a couple levels before going to Temple Feeds, you're well within your ability to do so.
Oh, I think it's just more to get a cabin or 2. Maybe finish out their spell list before they go up.
True.
Dengwoo's first in. We're going to get a look at some chests. Sho is hot on his heels. Looks like Sho's going to save outside. Try to take advantage of a run.
Mm-hmm. And Dengwoo skipping the bottom room on this one. That's interesting.
It's only one chest, so...
True, but, it's always that one chest that will have something good. And speaking of something good, we got a ribbon right off the bat. Wow.
Yeah, that's not a bad start. Especially with ghouls with rub.
Yeah, ghouls with rub. Ooh, that's not good.
That was just a cabin.
Well, hey, free cabin. This early for a free cabin is never a bad thing.
Unrunnable spiders. That's never fun.
Yeah, but quick fire 3 takes them out quickly. Dengwoo using that cabin just so he doesn't have to come back up here again.
Well, no, if Garland has something bad, he doesn't want to have to clear out the whole place all over again.
Well, yeah, that's about what I said. So, But
Yeah, we're
yeah,
stuck, though.
couple lit threes. Garland goes down, and okay.
He's got the ribbon. He'll be safe.
Yeah. So the king has the herb, and Sarda has the rod. Not the kind of stuff you would necessarily want to see. That I mean, the herb could lead to something, but the rod is not going to be immediately useful.
No, the rod's one of those items you do like to see early, though, because if you get an early canal, that does put earth on the table.
True.
Because I don't like going to earth if I don't have the rod.
Yeah, that is true.
So it looks like Deng is the first one to take to the seas. See if he heads for Matoya or... Oh, he's going to turn that herb in right away. I like this play. Because it just turns into a quick canoe. Gives him options.
Alright, what do we have from the Elf Prince? It's the Oxy Elf. Another thing we need, but just not something we want to see quite yet. Possibly.
Well, if Matoya's got a canal... If that blind lady's got a canal in her back pocket, could be a different story.
Yeah, and if it's not, it's either Bicky or possibly Marsh Cave.
Nobody ever goes Marsh.
Not unless you have to. Yeah,
Those wolves were giving Sho a bit of a hard time, but he does get a lightning 3 off. Dengwoo's going to give us a quick look at the pirates.
Yeah, when turn order isn't nice, those wolves can pack a punch. Money, more money. Holy cow, that's a lot of money, and the ruby from Bicky.
Just robbing poor old Matoya blind. Pardon the pun. So that ruby will be good when they get to canal, because that'll be 2 free key item checks almost right away.
Yeah. But well, let's see. There's still the 2 chests at the dwarf cave.
Yeah.
But I think Marsh is it.
Yeah, Marsh is looking pretty good right now.
Ooh, Cure 4 at level 2. And Fast at level 2. Nice.
Yeah, it's good to see Fast early. You'd rather see Temper earlier than Fast, but because you get more charges, but Fast is always good to have. Look at those max price cat claws.
Yeah, but I was noticing that silver sword. That's pretty good for the fighter in the early game.
Yeah, with Fast and an early good sword, there's never anything wrong with that for sure. Alright, Dengwoo's gonna go grab his stacks of cash from the old lady.
Yeah, I think that was around, what, 10, 11,000?
Yeah, there was a good bit in her savings bank.
Yeah, we should be able to get some good level 3 and 4 magic with that. Or a bunch of cabins and whatnot as well. That works too.
Yeah, you definitely want the camping gear, because if you find a clean run in the encounter table, it's going to make a lot of these caves a lot easier early on.
Oh yeah, definitely. Especially when you're going in places like, say, Marsh or Ice Cave or whatnot, because they can be rather mean.
Well, if the dwarfs don't have a canal, we're definitely going Marsh.
Yeah, we won't have it. That'll be the only option left.
Or there's another loose item in there that leads to a canal.
True.
Which can't happen, so.
Yeah, since including the canal, we have 3 loose items. Who knows where we'll find them? Though I do see pro rings for 34,000. Kind of pricey, but later on in the game, money won't be as big of an issue.
Yeah, normally when the Pro Rings are that price, though, you've normally found them before you get the money to use them.
But at least it's something you can make a note of for later.
Yeah, that's true. The dwarfs could have a canoe, and that would open up ice and volcano.
Crescent Lake.
The key would be nice.
Yeah, that would open up quite a few chests, and give our first taste of trap tiles as well. I blinked. I didn't see much in level 3. I didn't see black magic at all. I don't think there was anything good in white magic except maybe X-Fur, I think.
So another 10 grand in the dwarf cave. So.
Ooh, Fade at level 4. And Temper at 4.
So we've got Fast and Temper, so that's good. Basically, if you can find a nuke spell somewhere, or Warp, you'd be pretty happy.
Unless either of them were at 3, if we don't have those as an option yet, I didn't see what was at 3. Well, there's gold bracelets for 30,000.
So for 60k, you can outfit a mage pretty good.
Yep.
It's going to be a little pricey, though, early game.
Yeah, like I said, something just to keep in mind if you don't find it. If you don't find much for equipment and chests in the places you look at. I think I saw Bane and Quad X in level 3 black magic.
Yeah, I would have took Quad X. No reason to not take Quad X. It's a good spell. Anything under 300 hit points, it kills immediately.
Yeah, I think the only one that's resistant to that is Chaos.
I believe so. But he's picking a Bane, not a bad spell either. Multi-target AoE, so.
This gives us an extra option if Tiamat 1 decides to be unpleasant.
Yep, Pleb Marsh is definitely on the menu tonight. But I mean, they got Fire 3, they got good spells, they're getting good levels walking around.
Yeah.
Unless Marsh is super bad. Plus they got a ribbon, so.
Yeah, they could definitely be in a worse situation going into Marsh.
Yeah, I can't see them having that much issues with Marsh. I mean, you can go into Marsh level 4 with nothing. I've been there, that's never fun.
Yeah, that's always... And if nothing else, seeing some of the enemies in Marsh will give us a good idea of some of how things could be in other dungeons as well. Chat correcting me about the Quad X. Since Quad X is Death Elemental, apparently the undead enemies will resist that as well. It was the Time Elemental, like say Stop and Zap, that is only resisted by Chaos.
Thank you, chat. Looks like both of our runners are going to make for Marsh.
Yep.
I'm going to call Canoe in Lower Marsh, Canal in Volcano.
Well, I remember one of my more recent seeds, which admittedly had all the incentivized stuff tri-stated. I ended up with 4 key items in Marsh. So that was kind of weird.
Yeah, I never have any luck with Marsh. That's why I never go. There's an example of Quad X putting in work. Alright, Dengwoo is going to go north. Check the 3 chests at the top. Oh, this is a pack you never want to see, because they usually have something bad.
Yeah, when you have 4 different enemies, chances are something's got something.
But if you get the Lightning 3 off first, you're pretty well set.
Oh, yeah.
Not sure if they bought any houses or anything.
Yeah, Dengwoo used a house right outside of Marsh.
I mean, you might as well kill everything as you're going now, because you're going to need levels anyway.
And it probably won't matter too much, because unless you find something really good up here, Dengwoo will probably reset out.
Yeah, but it doesn't hurt to get levels in case you don't reset out.
True.
Honey Nut Cheerio. It's going to be a little bit good for the Black Mage for now. Looks like we've got a full crowd in chat here. Ragnarok784, Super Pleb, Caront, Classic Gamer, Cheesinator, Darren Dries, Burt Reynolds.
Yeah, this is quite a hype match, so it's no surprise that we're catching some eyes here. And whoop, there's the canal.
I was going to say Top Marsh is a complete bust, a couple of wooden items and two gold, but now will Dengwoo search the bottom of this place?
Another thought. I know there's some chests in Marsh. Ooh, oh dear. Was that ice 2 from the Red Bone?
That it was.
Oh dear, that's not good. I know Swamp has some link chests. I don't know if that's one of them that has the canal.
No, it's not. The
Okay.
link chest is the one in the upper room.
Fair enough.
Oh, and there's our ghouls with rub. So he's down to a white mage. He has a ribbon. A red mage. He's got a ribbon, so as long as he doesn't get hit with a stun or anything big comes up, he should be able to make it out of here.
Well, I see Bones with Trance, though. That's not going to help much. Because Trance doesn't care about your ribbons.
But he woke up early. Yeah, I can't see them going down below. There's a lot of bad mamma jamma in here.
Ooh, yeah, Shadows with damage poison. Apparently something had toxic, too. I didn't see what it was.
Damage poison on the Shadows. They show up a lot around Earth, too, so...
Mm-hmm. Oh, apparently it was on the Bones script. Oh dear, that's not a good thing.
There we are back to the ghouls again, getting first strike on Sho, taking out Sho. Yeah, you're right, Space Drake. Welcome to Marsh.
Dengwoo is surviving. And makes it out with the canal.
And he's gone.
Yeah, he's gone. I don't blame him. There could be stuff in the bottom part of Marsh, but we've got something that can move us forward, and that's probably good enough for him.
Yeah, there's the toxic.
Ooh, yeah.
So Sho's having a little issue here with Marsh. Dengwoo actually got out on his first go.
Yeah, he got lucky that he didn't see a lot of this stuff that Sho's seeing here.
Yeah, I don't think Dengwoo saw the shadow, so he'll get a good look at that towards Earth.
And I don't think he saw the toxic from the Bones either.
Yeah, it looks like Sho's gonna get locked up again here.
Yes, they both have the same ribbon. The first ribbon was in Temple of Fiends, so yeah, it was grabbed real early.
Looks like Dengwoo's going to buy a couple of houses, and the one can only think he's going to make the Crescent Lake play, and then maybe pop into the volcano for a bit.
Yeah, maybe stop by Melmond on the way to see what the level 5 magic has. I don't think we be seeing any more weapon and armor checks, because we've seen pretty much all we need to see from the armor on the armor front.
Yeah, so the next key check's at Crescent Lake, and they do have the ruby, so there's 2 key checks there. So he's probably going to hit up the ruby first.
Yeah, from Melmond, yeah.
For some reason, I thought he had the canoe, not the canal. So yeah, Dengwoo will give us a look at level 5. Hit up the Titan's Trove and Sarda. Maybe one of those will lead to a canoe and a floater, or may lead to Butt Kiss.
Well, I mean, even if it's just equipment at this stage, we'll probably take what we can get. I mean, if it's an opal bracelet, it's still good armor.
Meanwhile, Sho has actually made it to the top floor here. Let's see if he can actually get out. Gargoyle's hitting pretty hard there. 3 hits, 40-some to the fighter. Down goes the white mage. Dengwoo not checking the chest right away. He's gonna pitch a cabin out there so he can. I don't know why. I don't think he has warp or exit. So.
Well, we still got some potential for nasty enemies here. And I don't think he saved before going into the Titan's Tunnel the first time. Silver Shield, Rune Sword, money, and the cube.
Well, that's not much good to us right now.
No, but it's still nice to. It's one less thing that we'll have to hunt down.
And it's 5% more experience, so can't really complain on that end either.
Yeah, true. Especially with Dengwoo running the 3-man strats, getting even more experience per fight.
All right, looks like Sho is switching that ribbon around. Hopefully he'll be able to get out of this treacherous marsh cave. He's down to 2 light warriors.
Actually, he was down to 3. It was the white mage that went down. And the white mage had the ribbon originally. Now it's down to 2, and Sarda has the tail, so not a lot for us in the immediate, but something good for the future, I guess.
So either Crescent Lake is going to have the canoe, or a vendor item that leads to a canoe, or Onrak's going to have a vendor item that would lead to a canoe.
We do have Oxyale. That does open up Sea Shrine. That's got a lot of chests in it. Would we want to dive in this early? Probably not, but still, it's an option.
You have the rod too, so if you decided you want to go through Earth, but...
And as our restreamer Silverfire mentions, bottom of marsh.
Yeah, ain't no one going back there till the very end. That's the last resort. Looks like Dengwoo's going to pop into Earth here. See if this is a clear, or if he's just going to check the top bucket of chests.
Well, we do have the rod, so clearing this is an option, but it looks like we're going to be doing a trap tile check. And, ooh, that's not bad.
Yeah, he got fire 3, so he would be okay against these.
Yeah, just on the black mage though, not on the red. Red just has lit 3. Which will still do some damage. It'll get the job done in this particular case.
Yeah, mummies are pretty tough. Mummies roll close to 200 HP.
And looks like
that's a big pack.
It looks like he's not even bothering to check what the other tile is. He looks like he might be content with this. Is what some people, you wouldn't know it from the vanilla game, but there's actually 2 different trap tiles in the Hall of Giants.
Yeah, and those Wiz Mummy give way more experience than the regular mummies, so... You like to see packs with 3 or 4 Wiz Mummies in it. Those are the money ones. Looks like he's just gonna grind his red mage and his black mage right now. Oh, if the mummies keep getting initiative like this, though, this mightn't be the best of a place.
Yeah. Yeah, if they've got a high ambush rate, things might get scary. Lit 3 by itself. Well, no, it's not. No.
Yeah, I throw might out the window on that one. Alright, Dengwoo gonna go north, give us a look at a tent.
Didn't even check to see what the earth tile had. The earth trap tile was gonna be.
Yeah, I don't think he's too worried about trap tiles right now anyway. It's not really an appropriate time for a grind at this point. You kind of want to try to get stuff done.
And ShoFukomachi making his way to the Titan's Tunnel, about to get the tail in the cube.
We'll see if Sho decides to head for Crescent Lake, or if he's going to dip into Earth as well. I think I would have headed to Crescent Lake first, before dipping Earth, because you got a free key item over there, and if it's the canoe, I mean, well, it's going to open up 2 more.
Ooh, a free pro ring and a mage staff.
Yeah, that mage staff will be good. Give the fighter something to do on AoE packs. Cast the free fire too, so.
Especially if you happen to want to revisit that mummy pack or something, because that fire 2 will do a lot of good there.
Space Drake, you check Upper C. I think I'd do the easier locations first. I think Upper C might be a little dangerous at these levels, especially if you hit a big pack of lobsters.
Yeah. And looks like Dengwoo is heading back to the mummy pack with a little bit of extra firepower.
Yeah, well, like you said, you got the mage staff. I mean, mummies are weak to fire, so why not, eh?
But that ambush rate seems to have dissuaded him, though.
Yeah, and he didn't check the second tile like you mentioned earlier, so maybe there was something good behind those mummies.
Possibly. We may never know, though.
Sho's going to grab his little bit of tail, and Dengwoo was going to give us a look at level 5. Zozo Melmond is not on, so...
Yeah, I had to blink for a second there when he went into the menu.
Nice too. Zap's alright.
Zap and Brack at 5.
5's pretty undecent.
And then we've already seen the pro rings and the gold bracelets. Not much else to find in the equipment shops.
Looks like Dengwoo's going to make for Crescent Lake here. Can't blame him. It's the play to make now. Unless that canoe is loose in Earth somewhere. So we'll see what Sho tends to do, if Sho's going to make a deeper dive of Earth or not.
Or if he decides to go to Earth at all.
Well, I mean, you're on the way. I mean, dipping into the search to top wouldn't be a bad idea at this point, really. Looks like he wants to see what's kind of grind he can get here around Crescent Lake. This is another thing runners tend to do, which is not bad.
I mean, like, that mage staff by itself will do a lot of good, just because it's free AoE.
Oh yeah, that mage staff is gonna pay dividends in this seed right now.
And ShoFukomachi falling prey to some ghouls again.
He's got life 2, so he's not too worried. Did Dengwoo pick up life 2 for his red mage?
I'm pretty sure he did. Actually, no. Life 2 was second slot. That's white mage lock. Right.
Yeah, but he has a red mage.
No, I mean, it's second slot in level 1, which means it's white mage only. I mean, I thought you were asking if Dengwoo had put... Yeah, because red mage can't learn life 2.
I'm pretty sure Sho just used it on his red mage.
I'm pretty sure it was on the second slot of level 1. We have Nuke at level 6, though. I think I saw Warp there, too.
I saw Ice 3. I didn't catch the... Yeah, there it is. And Lock 2. Wow. That's a loaded level 6.
Yeah, not the level that you would want to see be loaded, for sure. And it's the Mystic Key.
Now that opens up more. Key checks. Let's go.
Yep. Temple of Fiends, Corneria Castle, Dwarves, Elf Palace, Marsh again.
Yeah, ain't no one going to Marsh at this point in time. I mean, hey, if you want to make the big brain play and it pays off.
If it works, it works.
There's a randomizer. That canoe could be sitting there just waiting for the plucking.
Yeah, knowing the reputation it has and just seeing how it's behaved just in this seed alone, I wouldn't blame either of our runners for allocationing that one.
Yeah, no one's going to hit up Marsh now. It looks like Sho's going deeper into Earth, though, so this is going to give us a bit of information on what Dengwoo decided to miss. Meanwhile, Dengwoo's going to take that key, do his whirlwind tour of the inner sea, and grab all the chests.
If nothing else, you should be able to get a good bit of money for spell purchases and whatnot. Ooh, there's a defense sword, though, for ShoFukomachi.
Yeah, that'll definitely help later game. Yeah, if Dengwoo does all the key checks, he's definitely going to get some money and good equipment, so it's definitely worth doing at this point. But he's going back to Earth.
It's something we can full clear now.
Yeah, the mage staff will definitely help. Ooh,
Oh, yes.
Giants with rub.
Ooh, wow. That's
yeah,
that's the second enemy we've seen with Rub. I believe that means, isn't that Medusa script?
It could be, but apps have frost, so that's not good to see either.
Oh yeah, when they come in packs like that, yeah.
But Sho does have life 2 on that red mage, so maybe Dengwoo thought he couldn't learn it and didn't pick it up. Ooh, this is a good trap tile. Well,
or not.
It was a good trap tile.
It looked like a good trap tile until the red Hider's blizzard.
Yeah, we can scratch that trap tile out of the way. Ooh, the second ribbon.
Okay, all right, that's. I dare say that's worth it, as if you can get that out.
Well, you're gonna get it out. You have to get it out.
Well, I mean, the ribbons will help, just because you won't get one-shotted, but still. Okay, he's able to get away.
Yep. Life 2 up some peeps and keep on going. He's got Cure 4 too, so Sho's in good shape here if he loses somebody. Can't say the same for Dengwoo at the moment, but he's going out with some Bane. Pretty accurate too. That's going to be a great chunk of experience for Dengwoo right there.
Oh yeah. And a benefit of having his 2 living party members both have ribbons, that's gonna pay off big. Just getting it just in the immediate.
Well, I mean, Dengwoo can 2-man the rest of this if he wants to, really.
Which would be an interesting strategy for sure.
I mean, he might want to go out and maybe go revive, but I can't see. You're already in here.
Yeah, and I looked at the spells. I did not see life 2 on the red mage for Dengwoo.
Yeah, so either he didn't remember the red mage could use it, or he just didn't pick it up. Sho checking the rarely seen room on Earth 3 here. That's the room I forget about sometimes too, and then when you know, the object lands there.
Yep.
Dengwoo doing a grind.
Now are you sure that's a grind, or is that just him on his way out?
Nope, he hit the door and went back in. I mean, Lightning 3 is actually finishing them off pretty well, so this isn't really a bad time to grind. Maybe it was, but I don't know. I know Sho has life too, because he's been reviving people with it, so.
Well, he has a white mage too.
But he's using it on his red mage.
Well, we'll have to see next time the red mage is alive.
Oh, there it is on the white. So Sho is 2-manning this.
Well, I think. Well, yeah, he's just going deeper, I guess. Yeah.
He's got the life too, so I can't understand why he doesn't bring back at least one of his mages.
Waiting to do it before the boss fight or something?
Could be. He's got 2 ribbons, so he knows the. Oh
yep,
no.
There it is.
Go. Now he's bringing them back. I was going to say, you could be right, because he does have 2 ribbons, so he knows the 2 people he has up is protected, so. Well, these wizards are giving him a bit of a hard time here, but he should be able to get away.
Well, they have stun touch, which is never fun.
So the normally speed bump is not really going to be a speed bump this time.
Yep, I did not see life 2 on the red mage on Sho's side either.
Okay, never mind. It's a weak speed bump.
And Sho's just continuing on. You're already here. You might as well just keep pressing onward.
Well, you come this far. Can't stop now. I mean, he can take out Carrie.
Wrong dungeon.
Lich. Well, he's on a black mage now.
And I think he's out of life 2 charges too.
Yeah, so he's going to be 3-man in the rest of this dungeon. Just a bunch of money in a cabin, so there's only 3 more chests left to check in Earth.
And the best thing we've seen, the best stuff we've seen was the defense sword and the ribbon. Which is good, but it's not progress.
Yeah, it's not progress, but it's something you always want to see. I mean, having 2 ribbons this early is great.
Next one, I'm pretty sure I would have thought Sho had picked up the mage staff. I'm surprised he's not using it.
I honestly didn't see if he exited, if he just reset after he found it or not, to be honest. Unless it's on his black mage at the moment, which is quite possible.
Yeah, I guess he may be just not thinking about it or something. Yep, it was on the black mage.
Alright, Dengwoo going to finish clearing up 3rd floor Earth. Sho going to give us our last look at the chest. Ooh, images with cremate. That could have been bad earlier on.
Yes, definitely.
Alright, a bunch of Geist and Spectres on shows. Ooh, Spectres have rub.
Yeah, I think that's our 3rd enemy with rub so far, right?
Bet he's loving those ribbons now.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, that's what I was thinking, Medusa Scripts. I think it was the ghouls, the specters, and the giants all had rub.
Ooh, the dragon armor. That'll be good after class change.
Yeah, and we've already got the tail. And unless it's another one of those floaterless seeds, that we'll get some good use out of that.
Yep, so now Sho is going to head on to Lich. Shouldn't have too much issue, depending if these images let that red mage live, which they're not.
No, they're not. He's able to get away, but I think he's stuck with 2-man for the rest of this dungeon.
Might be down to 1 in a minute.
Oh, but the white mage is able to run. Good.
Dengwoo taking on more of these Hydras here. Gonna get some really good levels. He's level 16 already.
Wow.
This isn't good. Oh, he's got the mage staff.
And with the users appear to be at least not resistant to fire. I can never remember what those ooze enemies are like, the scums and the mucks and all that. I forget what they're all weak to. Because I'm pretty sure they're all weak to different things.
Yeah, the scums are weak to pretty much all magic, and they resist physicals. Mucks are pretty much resistance to all magic, and they like physicals. And the users are kind of 50-50, I think. Oh, he's going with the mage staff and an attack.
Just going all in on offense. That's pretty much all you got.
Yeah, the mage staff will get this done.
And Lich just hitting for 1.
Lich is hanging in there, though.
Yeah, got a bit of meat on those bones.
Not gonna get rid of the purple cape that easily.
Yeah, but it seemed like Lich was just happy to spam physicals, which wasn't really doing much. And ShoFukomachi lights our first orb at about 37 minutes.
Alright, so Sho was out of Earth with the first orb lit. No progression, but he's out. Looks like Dengwoo's going to clear up this final floor here. He should have an easier time with Lich. He does have more people alive.
Well, no, I think he's stuck with 2-man right now.
Yeah, but he's got a better 2-man at the moment.
Yeah, at higher levels, yeah.
So we'll see what Sho decides to do next. One can only think he's going to head for Crescent Lake. So I wonder if that canoe didn't land back in Marsh.
It could have. Well, like I said, we do have C as an option. As unpleasant as that may seem at the moment.
You really like C. You're pushing everywhere. You're pushing everything towards C, aren't you?
Well, I'm just thinking about all. Well, would you rather go to Marsh?
We still got the key lock to check too, so.
True. Now I knew there was one thing I was forgetting, and I'm seeing glance from the Sahags too. That doesn't look too fun.
Don't get me wrong. I'd love to see canoe buried somewhere in C down towards the Kraken floor, but maybe the TFC room. They do have the key.
Yeah, they do.
Which Sho was on his way to get now because he's heading towards Crescent Lake. So it all depends if the runners want to take a gamble and see if Marsh might pay off, or are they going to want to head towards C? We'll have to see what they decide to do here.
Well, goodness knows how deeply you want to check the keys, the key items, the key locked items might be a gamble in itself.
I mean, you could also take the chance, head over to OnRack. Maybe your vendor item is there. Maybe your vendor item leads to your canoe. Like you get something like a TNT or an adamant.
And we haven't seen that vendor item yet, so it's got to either be an OnRack or Gaia.
Could be at the caravan. If it is, then that's canoe locked.
Right, yeah, true.
It's going to be interesting to see how the runners plot this out now. Because normally you'd have a canoe 40 minutes in, so you got to be thinking to yourself.
What did I miss?
Question in chat. One fine day. Nope. Deng did not check key checks yet. He comes straight to Earth after he got the key.
Which I don't blame him for, because it's a place that has a good number of chests in it. Plus, you're going to have to come through here anyway, so it might as well get it done now.
Yeah, and he's got Harm 4, and he's got a fighter swinging a decent levels, so it wasn't much of a stretch for him to finish this off. Meanwhile, Sho's going to pick up his nuke, his warps, his ice 3. Warp will make the ice cave nice, if he gets a charge of it before.
True, yes. Oh, and there was wall at 6 too. I didn't see that.
That was expensive, 11k for a wall spell. When you got 2 ribbons already. If you're 3-manning it though, wall spell's not bad.
Yeah.
So it looks like we're down to key checks for our runners. I think they'll do key checks first.
Yeah, it's just a matter of which ones. Like what order you do things. Because like I said, we've got the Dwarf Cave, we got Northwest Castle, Temple of Fiends, Corneria, the Elfland, Marsh.
Well, you're probably going to want to route it out so you do 2 at a time. So I have a feeling he's probably going to go Corneria, then the Castle, then he'll do Elfland, and then up towards Northwest, then maybe dig Marsh? Hey, Free Enterprise, thank you so much for the raid.
Hello.
Welcome to this 3rd week match in the Final Fantasy Randomizer 2020 Spring Tournament between Dengwoo and ShoFukomachi.
Yep, the big 2-0 matchup between these 2 runners. So we're getting some high level, going to be getting some high level play. Although our enemies are giving as good as they get right now.
And as well, thank you, Demarine, for the subscription to Limit Break. They appreciate your support. Yeah, so it looks like we're in the chest check time now. Key locks. Yeah. And if there's no canoe or anything in key locks, it's in where do you go? Do you take on C?
Honestly, with that Lit 3, C doesn't seem like such a bad thing to at least try.
I don't know. I think I'd take the chance. I'm in the area. I got warp. I think I'd hit up Marsh.
Yeah, with the extra levels plus the second ribbon, Marsh definitely doesn't seem as bad as it did the first time around.
No, and it'll only take you maybe 5 minutes. If there's nothing down there, you just reset out, so...
Looks like it's just a shark on the trap tile, and not much there. Or not much on the top one, at least.
Well, we got a pro ring and a heel helmet down to Dwarf Castle.
Yeah, free pro rings. They're quite expensive this time around, so if find one or two for free, take it.
Yeah, if you're not gonna... You don't have to pay 30 grand for a pro ring. You're not gonna pay 30 grand.
I didn't see what that last... chest was in Topher, but I don't think he kept it. Dengwoo kept it, so whatever it was.
Kind of surprised Sho doesn't go south and check northwest while he's here. It'd be the closer check. But Dengwoo's going to give us a look at the Canaria Treasury here.
Ooh, free gold bracelet.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that. That's good defense. And we know they were about 30k too, so...
Oh yeah, that... Heel helmet... Some money, still no key items yet.
No, still no progression or key items, so...
And question in chat, yes, the Matoya's chests were checked, it amounted to about 11,000.
Ooh, that heel helmet sell for a good bit though. 8,000.
Oh yeah. Oh, yeah.
So, well, we still got the dwarfed key locked. So there's 7 key lock chests left to check right now.
Yep,
They don't lead to anything. We'll see if the runners go C, or if someone decides to make the cheeky play and go back to Marsh.
Well, I mean, 3 of the key lock chests are in Marsh. But there's the canoe in Elfland.
Well, Marsh is out the window.
Alright, so that adds some new options here. We got Volcano, which has an incentivized item. We've got Ice, incentivized, Waterfall, or Deals. Which one would you go to first?
I would head up towards On-Rack or Deals in the Waterfall, because you know your key item might be up there. And plus you got another key item check as you got two pretty easy key checks as you're up there sometimes.
Ooh, the Caribs have Glare.
But I can also see the point for heading for Volcano and Ice, because there's more chests, plus you got 2 key checks, so I think it's pretty much would just depend on your levels and your gear and your comfort factor.
Mm-hmm. It looks like Dengwoo's heading to either Volcano or Ice at this point.
Yeah, he's probably going to go Volcano first, dig out the armory, hope to find something good.
Yeah.
But I mean, the levels he got, he's probably going to go down and kill Carry anyway, because he can pull it off. So this is probably going to be a full clear for Dengwoo, I'd say.
No, he's going straight down. He's just skipping the armory at least for now.
Yeah, he's probably just going to do it the way a lot of runners do it. They'll go down, check everything, kill Carry, and then they'll do it on the way back. Like, they'll do it after they kill the Fiend. I've seen it done that way a few times. Meanwhile, Sho is going to give us a look at the key locked here in Northwest Castle, so...
That's 3 chests and 2 trap tiles. Wizard Staff, money, and more money. Mudgull Sorcerer. Not the worst thing.
He does have some fade charges.
Oh, the Mudgulls are proven to be at least a little bit on the tanky side. Well, maybe not.
Yeah, those fade rolls were pretty low. Meanwhile, Dengwoo clearing out the bottom part of the volcano here. Ooh, Zeus Gauntlet. That'll be a nice free lightning, too.
Yep. Goodness knows I always love my free AoEs.
Yeah, you need them. And here's that encounter 7.
Oh, hello, Green Medusas.
That was a good little shot. This is a really good trap tile, especially with that mage staff.
Although the mage staff by itself didn't take any of them out. But yeah, that is some good experience. It looks like Sho's decided to at least take a few stabs at this.
Oh yeah, I'd unload a whole set of magic charges on something like this.
Oh, Sorcerer's got skills and got spells at least. I saw slow going off it there. Ooh boy, Brack.
What had Brack, the sorcerers?
Yes.
That's not going to be good in ordeals and waterfall and air.
No.
Looks like Sho is going to take this grind here. Can't say I blame him. He's going to get some good levels out of it. We'll see how far he decides to take it, though.
Might be good doing what you said. Maybe just unload all the spells, and I'd probably pop a house afterwards or something.
Yeah, I mean, the mage staff isn't really doing a good job, but I mean, you can just finish it off with a support spell, and it's probably a good idea to run out a set of charges at least. I think he's looking for a charge of 6.
Yeah, since that's where Warp ended up, getting a charge of level 6 is probably a good idea. Good idea to try to get that before going to ice.
But it looks like he's not grinding anymore, so I guess he doesn't want that charge. Unless he got it on the black mage. I wasn't sure whose magic he was checking.
I don't think the warp was available on the red mage.
So Dengwoo, almost at the bottom of Volcano, hasn't come across anything particularly interesting.
Besides the sorcerers, but thankfully he was able to get away from them.
So he's probably going to go take out Carrie, and then he'll probably dig out the top part. We'll see what Sho decides to do from here. We may see some route divergence, we may not.
The Agama tile had Grey Wolves.
Looking like Sho's heading for the outer sea here, so Sho might be making the on-rack play. On-rack waterfall ordeals.
Yeah, and I wouldn't blame anyone for making the ordeals play, just because it's always a longer walk when you do it when you get to ordeals from the air as opposed to by sea.
Yeah, and I mean, like I said, you can check the on-rack now. You can check the caravan. Because if your key item isn't there, you know it's in Gaia, and you know it can't be the floater then.
And Dengwoo putting that Quad X to use, and it is the slab.
So required slab. That'll be good when you get the airship. That'll be another key check.
Well, we don't know if it's required. That could end up leading to, like, the Thor hammer or something.
Yeah, the Thor hammer is pretty much the only incentive thing that you don't want to see. Although early game, it's not bad.
Yeah, yep, Sho.
Alright, so we do have divergence. Dengwoo's doing Volcano, Sho is gonna hit ordeals. He does have a shot of warp, I think, on his black mage. He menued kind of quick, but I thought I did see it. Question in chat, JLo7, the canoe was in the the Elfland Treasury.
Yep. Carry hitting for 162 on the red mage there.
Trying to pull out the cheeky Quad X, but Carrie wasn't having none of it.
Well, didn't have much more than that, though. And Dengwoo lighting his second. Or number 2.
Yeah, now he's going to head back in and clean up the volcano.
Mm-hmm.
Meanwhile, Sho's true to pillars before I could blink.
Ooh, pro cape, that's nice.
Lots of money.
Flame sword, flame armor, flame shield, Aegis shield.
Well, it is the volcano, so it only seemed to know all the fire gear would be here.
Alright, sorcerer trap tile. And a bunch of money. So some good armor there so far, and it's the crown in the ordeals.
So that's another fetch quest.
Yep, and a trap tile that could end up being rather nasty, depending on what these Nagas and Waters have.
Yeah, this is not something you want to see.
Nothing else. If they did have something nasty, it would be a good preview of what we could see in not only Sea Shrine but also Temple of Fiends Revisited. But I think looks like the worst of Waters had was Poison Touch.
Yeah, and Sho wants nothing to do with that tile. So alright, we'll see where Sho decides to end up going. I mean, he could do the little... it'd be a little bit of a sail for the crown from here, I guess. But... he's probably going to check the caravan in Onrak, because he's still looking for that vendor item, so... If that vendor item is, say, a floater, well, you're in business.
Oh yeah, definitely.
We know what you're driving at, semi-stable.
Well, there it is. It's the chime for about 37,000.
So now we have all the sky open, we have all the sea. We're basically a loot from Go mode.
Yeah. But goodness knows that loot could be anywhere.
Yeah, that's true. Looks like Sho's gonna hit up Waterfall. Is that the rock holes with crack?
I wasn't looking. That rock hole, that's got to be a trap tile, because I don't think they're normally in Volcano.
No, this is probably the trap tile in the long hallway.
Probably, yeah.
Alright, Sho's gonna make his way through the volcano. I think he does have that one charge of warp, so we should be no problem getting back out of here.
Oh dang, 7,700 experience. Whew, that's a lot.
Yeah, and Dang is pretty high up already on his fighter, so... But I don't think he found too much good, aside from the flame gear.
Yeah, found some good armor, but still... I think the best weapon we've seen so far is the defense sword, which you can't even use right now. And
ooh, that's some bad man on that tile.
Yeah.
This could hurt.
Yes. Especially since they rolled at least above 258 with stun touch.
They've rolled upward of 400.
Yeah, because it's above 350.
Yeah, he's trying to get out of here.
Yeah, I don't blame him, but ooh, man, this hurts.
That's a definite bad tile right there. I mean, he probably should have went with the second fade. He almost had them anyway.
Dang, Dengwoo's 2 living fighters are at level 22 already.
Yeah, I think Deng is two-manning this for the rest.
Yeah, might bring up the black mage for like extra, like faster tempers or something. But yeah, I think he might be a little committed to what he's got right now.
She'll get ambushed by some mummies. Yeah, mummies have a high ambush rate at the moment.
Oh yeah. Thankfully, it looks like they don't have any nasty abilities. They just kind of hit hard.
Yeah, that Badman is a bad trap tile for this early game. Can you imagine if you went to Waterfall at like level 6 or something? Alright, so it looks like Dengwoo was at a volcano. Is he gonna make a save? He's checking his charges. Oh, well, yeah, I guess he's heading for ice with 2-man.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, and Sho is almost back to the magical trap tile.
And noticing in chat, they're bringing up like the A side and B side encounters. As part of the shuffled trap tile, we're also seeing potential encounters that normally we wouldn't even see. I would say the Badmen are one of them, but we definitely see those in the in Temple of Fiends Revisited, and it's the floater in the waterfall. Okay, so that trip was definitely worthwhile. And Excalibur too. Ooh, nice. But there are some encounters that are on the B-sides that we normally don't ever see, like the always prized triple I tile, which whenever you see that, you always want to grind off of that unless they roll something nasty.
Well, Sho got lucky and got away on the first go, so if nothing else comes up in this cave, he should be able to make it out of here with his floater. It'll be good to go for class change. He's got Dragon Armor, Excal.
Yeah, so it'll be at least good for his knight equipment wise.
So now it's just down. Does that loose fall into the loot pool? That loot fall into the loose pool, or is it in sky? Could be in ice. Could be the slab translation.
Yeah.
Because Sho will be able to do that. Oh no, Sho didn't get the slab yet.
No, where was that? That was in the volcano, right?
Yeah, so Sho doesn't quite have that yet. I think the volcano might be one of his later plays now that he does have the airship.
Yeah. Yeah, I could see that. But thankfully, unless the slab does have something important, it won't hurt him much.
No, because sky's completely open to him. Sea's completely open.
I think the only way it would hurt him if slab does have something is it may allow Dengwoo to perhaps go mode at least one of the other two dungeons, whereas Sho might dig a little bit more thoroughly to try to find that loot or whatever it happens to be.
Well, once Sho gets his airship, he might decide to dig out volcano and ice while he's in the area.
True, possibly, yeah. It would be a pretty quick trip.
And then if he doesn't find it in there, then that would kick it out into the loose pool. Alright, now Dengwoo doesn't have warp, so he's going to have to do this place twice.
Mm-hmm. And the trap tile is mummies and cockatrices.
Looks like one of the cockatrices took off.
And okay.
I wouldn't laugh at a Grimp. He could pull out Nuke.
Yeah. You're not wrong. It's just not something you would expect to see in an ice cave trap tile, I guess.
Yeah, you get Badman into Waterfall and you get a Grimp in Ice Cave.
Yeah.
Feels bad, man.
Feels very bad. And, ooh, black shirt. Another free AoE, something for the Black Mage to wear if he's alive.
Here we go, an Agama tile. See how high they roll. Without Ice 3, this ain't really... But he does have that black shirt, so, but he didn't put it on anybody that can use it.
Right, yeah.
Sho immediately going to equip that Excalibur. put on the big armor. Fighter is now a beast. Two heal helmets. That'll be not too bad if you need some chip healing now and again.
Yeah, goodness knows I always love spamming those things.
Yeah, I agree with Crab Cakes. The Grimps always have something up their sleeves. And Shu does have that one shot of warp, so he is going to save time in the ice cave over Dengwoo. Because he only has to make the trip once.
Mm-hmm.
Show's going to go out and clean out Cardia. Not a bad idea. You're here. Might find a loose. Might find another good piece of armor. Might find the best weapon in the game.
Which can vary depending on from person to person.
There's no variance. Come to the Massa side.
You know, since I tend to prefer Massa, but I do understand the value that the Vorpal can have in in various circumstances. But yeah, there's the Massa View right there.
The big stick. So now your weapons and armor are pretty well taken care of for show. He's got two ribbons. I mean, he finds the loot. He might just go mode the rest of this game.
Yeah. I think he'd be, I dare say he'd be in the driver's seat at this point as Dengwoo finds the adamant in Ice Cave.
Yeah, so if that adamant would turn into the loot. I mean, Sho might want the power bonk too, but he does have fast and temper, so.
Well, there's a katana, which doesn't do either of our runners any good, but it's there.
Yeah, that's the best weapon the ninja can use, and that's comparable to the Vorpal in crit rate, so. Looks like Sho is going... Yeah, looks like he might hit up the ice cave here. Or he's going for some more spells, I think, on his red wizard. Maybe try to get warp.
Or more getting nuke.
Well, nuke's important. Gonna get a second cast of wall, so now he's got 2 ribbons and 2 casts of wall, so Sho will be pretty well covered on any boss. Looks like Dengwoo's 2-man strat is going to give him the level advantage over Sho early, though, because Sho's got 4 people.
Yeah, but as we all know, Topher can be the great equalizer. If it's configured the right way, it can even things up real quick.
Oh yeah, there's been a few rough ones we've seen so far. But it looks like he's going to have a fighter with Life 2 and Cure 4, so...
Nope, no Life 2.
Oh, it wasn't learnable. I'm going to learn these permissions someday.
It's white only.
Maybe someday I'll actually learn the permissions.
Well, I don't know a lot of them, but I know level 1.
I just try to buy it, and if I can't buy it, I just don't try to buy it again.
And, ooh, Astos has the Power Gauntlet. So, the Crown in Ordeals led to the Power Gauntlet at Astos.
So... that's not too bad. So I think Dengwoo might give us a look at what this adamant's going to turn into. Because he's probably hoping for a floater right now.
Oh, yeah.
So if this adamant turns into our loot, then if Sho's next play is ice, Sho will be in go mode. Now Dengwoo's going to check this tile, and he's going to see the Gur Medusas too, so... we'll see what he decides to do with that. He's got high levels already, but he might decide to grind some more.
No, I guess he's not checking trap tiles here.
Looks like Sho is going to do Volcano first, so... he's going to end up full clearing Volcano, not finding too much of an interest to him.
Yeah, I think a lot of the equipment that's here is already up.
Yeah, it's pretty much all obsolete. And there it is.
There is the loot, so the ice cave was required.
So I think after Volcano, Sho will probably do ice, check the adamant, and then he'll be in go mode. And right now, all Dengwoo needs is the chime, which we know is for sale at the caravan. So both of our runners could be in go mode very, very shortly here. An hour and 7 minutes in, and we're both of our runners are one item away from go mode. We have a question in chat. Jazz Raptor, where was the floater? The floater was given to us by the robot in the waterfall. So he just had a different kind of rock today. He didn't have a Rubik's Cube, he just had a big rock. No hooray dwarf, so Dengwoo's run is invalid.
I don't remember if Sho did hooray either, so...
I don't recall Sho going to the dwarfs yet.
Oh yeah, he cleared out the key lock chests already.
Yeah, this could end up being a floaterless seed, for sure, if he sails to Onrak and checks the caravan.
Yeah, it all depends on whether he wants to actually find that, the floater, or if he wants to look for, say, the power gauntlet or what have you.
But I mean, if he's up there checking the caravan and Onrak, Waterfall's only a short trip. He's probably going to make it to sea. So he's going to end up getting the floater eventually. It's just how much later than Sho will he get it.
Right.
And can he get the floater, get the chime, and get what he wants done before Sho can clear fire and clear ice?
Yeah, but Deng is making the play to the Onrak area.
Yeah, so this will be good. If he goes to the caravan, he'll be in go mode, so it'll be interesting to see what he decides to do. I mean, he's still got good levels. Oh, he's going for it.
Yeah, he's checking the caravan. It's definitely the one thing you don't want to forget.
No, take it from me. I forgot it in week 2.
Yeah, there's the chime.
And that is go mode for Deng at the 1 hour, 10 minute mark.
Now it's just a matter of whether Dengwoo wants to treat this like go mode right now, or if still wants to try to find that floater or something else.
Well, this will tell the tale right here if he decides to go into... Oh, he's going into Gaia, I think.
Yeah, because I think the best weapon he's got right now might be the Silver Sword.
Yeah, it looks like he's going in because he burned off an encounter to get a run, so... We'll see if he decides to hit up Waterfall after he comes out.
Possibly.
Because he's going to have to full clear this now. If Sho goes to Ice next, Sho's got weapons and armor. Sho can just go mode Sky and Sea.
Yeah, and I'd be a little surprised if Sho didn't do Ice after this, just because it's so close. You know there's an item here. You might as well at least look.
Yeah, see, that's why. Yeah, that's why I like doing my incentives right away. Because then you either know you're looking for a loose or you're not. So then you're not digging chests when you're like, okay, I still got 2 key item checks here. Could they be there? But it looks like Dengwoo is going to go. We'll see what side he goes first. He's probably going to go Kraken first, I believe.
Looking at Dengwoo, it looks like his fighter's rocking a flame sword at the moment.
Yeah, that's not all powerful, what you want to see going into Topher.
No. Ice sword, maybe. But that's about as low as most people are willing to go as far as weapon strength.
Well, we know if he doesn't get the floater, he's not going to Cardia, he's not getting class changed. So he won't get the Mazmoon, because the Mazmoon wasn't Cardia, wasn't it?
Yep.
So, unless he grabs his floater, he's not getting Mazmoon or class change. So Sho making his way deeper. Won't take Sho long to clear this out. He's got good levels, good gear, so should only take him a few more minutes to clear the floor and then get rid of carry. See if Dengwoo checks all these chests or if he just decides to go straight through. No floater does not mean that. If you find a Mazmoon, anybody can use that, promoted or not. So So, just so happens this time that Mazmun's floater locked.
Right.
But I can't see any reason for Dengwoo to skip the waterfall, really. I know he's in go mode, but you gotta... It's probably a quick key item check for you.
And goodness knows, just because you're in key item go mode doesn't necessarily mean you're in equipment go mode.
Yeah, no floater equals no massa, no nothing. I'd like to see someone go down with a flame sword. I mean, if you got a bonk, temper, and fast, you could probably make it work.
Yeah, goodness knows, with enough tempers and power bunk uses, you could probably win with anything if you're given enough time to do it.
Cheese, no, I do not believe Dengwoo has warp, so I don't know what's going to happen with waterfall.
I believe warp was on the 4th slot of level 6, which I think is... It's at least not red mage learnable, I don't think. I'd have to look at the red mage spells again whenever he brings them up.
Well, yeah, he's in go mode and he's checking chest and C, so that tells me he's looking for something. He still knows there's a loose out there too, right? So yeah, he might be hoping he gets a loose in here, and that loose will turn into something good for him. Yeah, I don't like the play of clearing C if you're in go mode, because it's like the chests are kind of stretched out, so it's a little bit of a time sink. But
to be fair, he is also taking encounters as he goes, so he's gaining more and more levels.
Well, Shota's got a slab. Sho's around level 19. I don't know what Dengwoo is. I think Dengwoo's mid-20s, isn't he?
I believe so.
So Dengwoo's definitely got the levels to finish this off at this point. I'm not sure if he's got the gear or the spells. Meanwhile, Sho is gonna fast up Sho, and bye-bye, Terry.
And I saw Dengwoo, one of his Light Warriors. Yeah, he's just
Sho's gonna make the ice play. Now we'll see if Sho decides to just warp clean out of here. Because I'm not sure there'd be any reason for him to check the bottom. He knows he's in go mode. Well, no, he kind of won't, actually.
Unrunnable Wraiths.
Because for all he knows, that loose could turn into his loot. Oh, Dengwoo will be, definitely. But it's just, will he hit up Waterfall to find this floater? That's the main issue right now.
Wasn't that where the second ribbon was, too? Or
no, I think they got both ribbons. But I mean, would you...
Oh,
if you were in Dengwoo's spot... I mean, you're 115 in the air, you don't have a floater, you're in go mode. Are you gonna make a little detour to one chest? Just like the 6 chests and a key item just to check?
I mean, you're also... It all depends on how highly you value having floater in this particular circumstance, or power gauntlet, or anything like that. Like, if you think you're cool with what you've got, then you probably just go through dungeons.
Well, those images gave Sho a hard time.
Yeah, those images with Cremate, they're coming out in force now.
So it shouldn't take Sho too long to get through here, I wouldn't think. Not with his levels.
Alright, the second Earth 2, that's where that was.
We'll see if Sho decides to dive the bottom of this or not. Oh yeah, Dengwoo has the weapons to win. We're just, will he go get the floater from the waterfall is the big question. Now you're fighting Kraken with a flame sword.
We have the defense sword. Even if we can't use a swing with it, We can still damage poison, but they're both got ribbons, so it didn't do much.
Looks like he's gonna temper up his red mage?
Nope, he was tempering up the fighter.
Yeah, the fighter's doing more than enough damage to get through Kraken here. Ooh, Kraken's pretty beefy though, still over 300.
There we go. That's...
Now also, if you're in Dengwoo's spot, I mean, you got the entire Sky Palace open to you. You're gonna go there and hope for a loose? I would think Dengwoo is gonna make the waterfall play. I can almost see him making it. But he didn't. Uh-oh.
Yeah, he looks like he's in full go mode now.
Yeah, it looks like he's going without the floater. I mean, he's got good levels. I mean, there's no reason not to try it.
Yeah, it's just... Go mode with Flame Sword just doesn't feel good.
Maybe he's hoping he's going to find something here.
Maybe.
You know, come across a Massa.
Well, yeah, he'd probably be hoping to find Massa. Oh, there's our third ribbon, though.
Yeah, geez, he's got the Defensor, but I don't think his fighter can use it right now. No class change.
No, can't. You can use it for the ruse effect, but can't use it. Can't.
But still, I mean, if Chaos got, say, 2 nukes in his flame pool, or Chaos got 2 nukes in his flame pool, you know how long it's going to take to crank that flame sword up?
Mm-hmm. I think the best, I want to say the best, outside of Massa, I think the best weapon he can hope for is Sun Sword?
I mean, I just don't know if one of the Fiends rolls high evade, high absorb, I just don't know if the Flame Sword would have the power to cut through.
Well, we'll have to find out, I guess. The thing is, we don't know how tough the Tiamat 1 and all the Fiend 2s, we don't know how tough they're going to be. So we'll only find out when we actually get there.
Yeah, but
all we can do now is speculate.
Yeah, it looks like Sho is about to finish clearing out Ice Cave here, so when he's done, we'll see if he goes and checks that Adamant. If he does, I mean, he's gonna go mode, and he's definitely ready to go. He won't be checking any more chests.
Nah, probably not. 3 ribbons and as geared as he is, yeah, he's good.
3 ribbons, geared, you got your fast, you got your temper, I mean, yeah. Don't Stop Me Now. You know that song?
Oh, yes.
Yeah, and he's going to go check it now. He's going to realize he's in go mode, and he's just going to fly. And Sho enters go mode at the 1 hour, 21 minute mark. Is he gonna do the slab turn in anyway?
Possible. Well,
got the bonk.
Well, there's the Vorpal and the other katana on Dengwoo's side. Still can't use it.
No.
Ooh,
Cerberus with stone poison.
Eek.
Yeah, from what we've seen, Crab Cakes, there's going to be nothing good in... Maybe Sun. The Sun Sword and the White Shirt.
Yeah, that's about the best we can hope for, since we've already seen a lot of the other good stuff.
Yeah, Vorpal does no good to him. And there's a good chance, there's a 100% chance he's not heading back to the waterfall. So he is doing the floaterless.
Nah, if he didn't hit waterfall after Siege, nah, he's written it off completely, I think.
So he's going to go in on a flame sword and a prayer. Meanwhile, Sho is going to go mode these dungeons like no tomorrow. Walk into Topher completely prepared.
Yeah, he's just gonna hope that this walking grind he's doing is gonna get him through.
But he's running, so I don't know if he's. I think he might just be planning to grind in Sky, maybe.
No, I'm talking about Dengwoo. Dengwoo's taking fights as he goes.
Oh, Dengwoo's already levels that he needs.
Yeah, when it feels like you're committed to going flame sword or bust, you want all the levels you can get, I would think.
And I mean, he's not gonna have the power gauntlet because he doesn't have the crown.
Right.
So I mean, he's gonna have to rely on fast tempers. I mean, how many tempers is it gonna take to get the flame sword up to be doing anywhere near damage? He's only gonna have at the most 9 shots of temper.
Yeah.
He's gonna have to go through 3 bosses. But if he pulls it off, it'll be one for the books for sure.
Yeah. Well, there's a loose crystal.
There's our second loose. We know that's going to turn into a Thor's hammer or a TNT or a herb or something very useless.
Yeah, but given the items that we haven't found yet, it'll probably lead to a fetch chain like going into the bottle or the TNT.
Yeah, something at the very end, you'll end up with a Thor's hammer and you'll just decide to rage quit.
And I know the red mage at least hit 28 on Dengwoo's side.
Yeah, Sho was just go-moding this whole place. He's not even checking the greed chest right here. Can't say I blame him. It's go mode, get all the good weapons. His levels are slightly low, so I don't know if he might decide to take a grind somewhere or what, but we'll have to check on that.
Well, I mean, there is that the green Medusa trap tile that would take very long to get to.
No, that is true.
I guess if you want to do the grind, having it in a kind of controlled, quote-unquote, safe environment is probably not a bad idea.
No. Well, while we're just kind of roaming through dungeons and both our runners are in go mood, make sure you give these runners a follow. They are putting on an excellent match tonight, so as well as our people behind the scenes. Darren Dryce, our tracker, Silverfire, our restreamer, as well as my co-commentator, Melee Wizard.
Alright, ShoFukomachi about to pull Kraken 1, as Dengwoo's still digging chests in Sky.
Yeah, he's hoping for that weapon. He's hoping for that big-ticket weapon we know he's not going to find, but it's what he's hoping for.
I mean, if he finds Sun Sword, that would be enough of an improvement that he might stop, maybe?
Oh yeah,
but...
you could definitely do it on a Sun Sword. No doubt in my mind. Would I go lower than a Sun Sword? Probably not. But I don't think Dengwoo was going to have much of a choice.
I'm pretty sure Sho found one of the ice cardia too, so that's off the table as well.
Yeah, I'm not sure where the 2 ice swords showed up. I thought we seen both.
I thought I saw only one, but I think it was in cardia, but my memory is not what I would like it to be.
Well, down goes Ubi. Ouch.
Yeah, that's a lot of ouch. That's orb number 3 for Sho.
He's only level 22, so I mean, it is doable. If Topher's easy, you can get away with it. So at this rate, it looks like both of our runners will probably enter Topher around the same time.
Ooh, there's a Bane sword.
Is he gonna go for Bane strat?
It wouldn't surprise me at this.
Because I mean, Sho is probably gonna catch Dengwoo with Dengwoo checking chests, and Sho is not even gonna be checking anything at all. So I figured they're both gonna get out of here around the same time.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, Dengwoo, he needs that sword. He knows he needs a little better of a sword, and he's hoping he's going to find one in here. We know better, but...
Either that or the power gauntlet, which we know he's not going to find at this rate.
Yeah, he's not going to get the power gauntlet. Because he's probably never going to see the crown, so... Ooh, and slimes are unrunnable.
Yeah, they'll provide some good experience, though. But...
Yeah, he's got a mage staff and the Zeus gauntlet, so it's not like he's going to have a hard time taking them down. It's just going to take a little bit longer.
Yeah, and all these free AoEs he's got is... There's level 30 for his duo here.
Alright, he's done spider floor, I believe, so now he's going to go on to the next floor.
Yep, I think he's just full clear and everything.
Meanwhile, Sho is about to pass him.
Yep.
But right now, Dengwoo's advantage is pretty well gone. He's got the level advantage, but I don't think that's going to matter much right now.
Yeah, I think Sho's gear is probably going to put him ahead. Plus, if he wanted to grind, he can grind the green Medusas that Dengwoo doesn't even know about. So that can cut into whatever level Dengwoo has real quick.
Yeah, I mean, I can't. Right now, I don't. I think Dengwoo's on a hope and a prayer at this point in time.
Of course, a decent number of these encounters are unrunnable, so experience throughout the rest of Sky as well.
Yeah, Sho's already past Deng now, though.
Yep.
So get your Bless RNGs out, folks, if you want to see some big metal chicken action.
Uh-oh, there's the Sorcerer Pack, but he was able to get away. Alright, and Sho's on the Bridge of Destiny.
Come on, Warmack.
Oh, there's the Ice Sword. And he promptly drops that Flame Sword, picks up the Ice Sword, and let's see if he feels he's good now.
Well, the Ice Sword's it's an improvement, at least.
Yes.
And no Warmack for Sho, who's going to take on Tia 1 to light his last orb. And then he will be ready for TOFR. Yeah, that red mage is gonna be swinging that rune sword for a while, I think. Ooh, team out with thunder. But Sho's tree ribbons will nullify that very easily.
Yeah, Tiamat's got some decent armor. Sho only hit for about 425, I think. And that was fasted with at least one temper charge on there. And another 572, and Tiamat goes down, and Deng finds the white shirt.
So this could... So defense-wise, Deng's going to be in good shape. White shirt defensor. He'll be able to put up defenses fairly quickly on his fighter. It's just going to be a matter of how is he going to power up that fighter. Yeah. He doesn't have the bonk. And he's not going to have the bonk, as we all know. Because the crown turned to the bonk, and I don't remember where the crown was at this current time.
The crown was in Ordeals.
Yep, so Deng went all in on this, and I think it's gonna backfire on him.
Yeah, and Sho buying that one last pro ring for the Black Wizard.
Sho is gonna be our first runner in.
Yep, at about an hour 32, Sho will be our first one to enter Topher. I think it was around 23-ish. So we'll see. Ooh, we got unrunnable worms right off the bat.
This won't be too bad. He still needs some experience, so I can still see him taking some of the easier fights along the way.
And I don't think we ever saw Exit, did we?
No, we never did come across Exit. Exit must have landed high, because I don't think anybody really checked the 7 or 8 level shops.
I think Sho actually has some level 7 magic, but I still didn't see exit on.
Yeah, Sky was bad, crab cakes. Real bad. 4 gas dragons, that would have been a good encounter too. See if Sho, ooh, Worms with Blizzard.
Boy.
One last stepping stone.
Yep.
Nah, Sho not even checking the validation chests.
Yeah, he's just go, go, go.
A little worried about his HP totals though. One good nuke is gonna wipe out probably all of his mages.
Yeah, when you're in this 2-0 bracket, you know your opponent's going to be good, so sometimes you just gotta make the aggressive play.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to make really aggressive plays to survive the 3-0 this week. Well, at the rate Deng's going, he's gonna be 30. Well, he's at 32 now, so now he gets 5 hits with the Ice Sword. So it's probably possible. I'm not gonna say it's not. It's just with Sho being in here already, I mean, Dengwoo's still got to sail all the way back because he can't fly.
Yeah, that's the other big issue.
So that's going to cost him probably close to 3 or 4 minutes. And there's Dengwoo's 4th orb.
Yep.
Yeah, this has to be like a really bad Topher, like a 3 or 4 wipe Topher for Sho.
Looks
like
like
Deng's gonna grind.
Yeah, he's still taking fights out here in the desert.
Well, I mean, you got a Tyro Wyvern off reset. It's not bad.
I mean, he was exploring like to the northwest of the tower. He wasn't even heading back to the ship.
Yeah, Deng was gonna. By the time he gets there, Sho should be at Chaos, maybe at if he depends how rough time he has. So yeah, 1 wipe because I think Dengwoo will have a. See, Dengwoo doesn't have life, so I mean, if there's a bad fiend with a couple of nukes.
Yeah, he'd be in a lot of trouble there, and Sho gets past Lich 1 without too much issue.
Nice juicy steak. I could go for one of those right now.
We're seeing unrunnable encounter.
Yeah, this is gonna slow Sho down, but as you see, Deng was gonna see the exact same thing too. So
yeah,
it's gonna turn the crystal in. See what the crystal gives us here. It's probably gonna be like TNT or Herb.
Or Thor. There's the Thor hammer.
Is he gonna take it?
I mean, it's free AoE. Why not?
A red mage with a giant sword and a fighter with an ice sword going into Topher. And Deng was not grabbing the boat because he knows he's going straight in.
Yeah, well, he'd have to go all the way back around back into the inner seat. Otherwise, it's definitely faster this way.
Yeah, he's gonna go stock up, and if Sho does have a wipe here, Dengwoo could pull this out. Sho is 1 level away from the breakpoint on that Mazmun now. He'd like to see 26.
Well, if he gets enough of these unrunnable encounters, it'll be an issue. Well, hits for 185, so Carrie's got a bit of armor on her.
Yeah, the Mazmun's just warming up. Yeah, I agree, Crab Cakes. He's got all the armor and weapons he needs, so it's gonna take some kind of Topher to bring him down at this point.
That was 322. Ooh, and there's Crack. Takes down the Black Wizard.
Yep, kind of expected that to happen. Trying to confuse Carrie, but she's not having nothing of it.
And Carrie goes down. As
Meanwhile,
Dengwoo
Dengwoo
enters Topher at an hour 37.
So we have a race. Yeah, I agree, Cheese. Yeah, Dengwoo needed to do those extra dives. Ooh, unrunnable waters. No ice, though, so this could be a little bit tricky to get across.
Well, it does have a black shirt. That'll help.
Yeah, that black shirt will do work.
And I appreciate the heal helmet usage. Doing everything you can to kind of conserve on heal potions.
Yeah, well, a heal helmet's pretty much almost a heal potion of a heal, so.
And if you're not going to have the White Wizard doing anything else, might as well put him to use that way.
Yeah, no, it's a perfectly sound strategy for sure. I just never think of it at the time. That's all. All right, here's the first gatekeeper, Kraken. Let's see. He's putting up a lot of Invis 2 charges. He's setting off 3 right away. Getting great turn order here.
Oh, and there's Bane.
Bye-bye, Black Mage. No, survived it. Now he's almost got full defense up here, so. Looks like it's buff and go here.
464.
Don't think you can confuse Kraken, but. Oh,
wow, 2 hits for 6. It gets the. Ow!
Just missed him.
Well,
is anything not unrunnable in here, or what?
Yeah. Well, we proved the ice sword could work, right?
That was a giant sword, not an ice sword.
Oh, on Sho's Red Wizard?
I think so.
I think the Sho's Red Wizard.
Either way, this is pretty much elementary here. I think for Sho at this point.
Yeah, let's see what Tiamat 2's got.
I mean, he's got the 3 casts of Invis to go off right away in a fast, so defense-wise, he's set up well.
Yeah, having Inf 2 on the Knight definitely helps things. Helps shore up your defenses of your whole party, not just the one.
Yeah, so I mean, he's already got 3 stacks of evasion up before Tiamat even gets an attack off. So now we're just going to temper up Sho that's fasted and take a cut into Tiamat and see what he gets. I didn't see it. It's still alive though.
Yeah, I didn't see what that was. I believe when Sho was at Lich 2, I think it was like 1 shot for about 750. So I know Lich 2's got less than that. And that's about, it took Dengwoo about 2 rounds to do that much. Gets past Lich 2 without much trouble.
Tiamat's got a lot of HP. 2, 6, an 800, a 600, and a 900 from the Mazmun to take him down.
Wow.
Then he gets stuck into some unrunnable worms.
Yeah, we are definitely seeing a lot of unrunnable.
So far, I don't know if there's been any encounter that hasn't been unrunnable at this point.
I know the green dragons were runnable.
We'll see if he gets another encounter before Chaos. It's going to give Dengwoo a little bit of time to catch up here, but Dengwoo's hitting the unrunnable fights now.
Yeah.
And he's got less resources.
Yeah, unless Dengwoo hits a good hero run, he's going to be going. Machi's been having to.
Yeah, it's going to take him a lot longer to get through these floors than it's taken Sho. So that ice sword putting in work.
It's working. This is definitely the right floor to be having it too.
Meanwhile, Sho gets the Edward, whatever they call that pack. I haven't never watched vampire movies or whatever the movie's called. Twilight, yeah, that's the one. Right, 700 hit points on his fighter, though. That's kind of beefy.
Oh yeah.
Sho is about to pull the big guy.
All right.
Looks like he's gonna go with his Invis fast strat here. Although he's casting Invis with the red mage, so.
Oh, slow 2 hits.
That doesn't matter. It hit. He hasn't pulled out the fast yet, so.
Yeah. Okay.
That was a good turn order for the slow 2. Ah, hello, Gregory Puff, the Edward fan club.
Okay, I guess I didn't realize that slow and fast kind of counteracted each other.
Yeah, they do. If he would have got the slow off after the fast, then there would have been trouble. We just would have had to refast him, of course, but now he's got full defenses up. He's got a fasted fighter with a Mazmoon, I mean...
Still only hit 3 times, though.
Yeah, it's gonna take a miracle for Chaos to put him down at this point. Ooh, 2 hits,
2 for 2.
That's pretty ugly.
Okay, yeah, you don't want to see that.
So if Sho seeing this with the Mazmoon, can you imagine when Deng gets there with an Ice Sword?
Uh-huh. Considering that it was only 2 for 2, Dengwoo might be struggling just to get a hit in.
But I think the Mazmoon's going to pick up speed with these locks and all these tempers now, so...
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, there you go. 6 hit 444.
Much better.
I think this is pretty well in the bag. Oh, Kraken with a big shot on Dengwoo's fighter, but all that hit points paid off. Yeah, Sho's barely hitting. He's like 3 hits, 2 hits. So
That's after
a good bit of evade on him.
Yeah, and he's already been the locks, and that's after a few locks have been hit. Ooh, 1109.
Now we're warming up, baby. And Chaos is just trying everything he can, but I think this one's in the books.
No, Dengwoo gets the quad X off on Kraken too.
Yeah, Dengwoo's doing good. He's doing work with that. Gotta give him credit.
Yeah, it's working for him for sure.
Might be just a little too late at this rate. Kasho's got a fully temp. Yeah, there you go. Get your GGs out in chat.
And Chaos is down, and ShoFukomachi takes first place with an official SRL time of 1:55:14. GG.
That was a well-run seed.
Oh yes, I would say, but it was a well-run race by both of our runners. About it in 2 different ways, and it worked. It just shows was just a little bit faster.
Yeah, I think if Dengwoo would have actually took the time to do the waterfall and hit up the floater, I think this would have been just a little bit closer.
Oh yeah, I would agree. Just on travel time, saved from like between Sky back to Topher, just that by itself would have brought this a heck of a lot closer. I believe Dengwoo's gone up 3 levels just in Topher alone.
See if we can get Sho in here for a little bit of an interview.
Between Sky back to Topher, just that by itself would have brought this a heck of a lot closer.
Dengwoo's making a good go over.
Oh my,
Unrunnable iron goals. I think the Ice Sword should... Oh, he's going with Thor Hammer strats here. GG Sho in here for a little bit of
thank you very much.
That was a... you gotta watch this one back. This one was a race, man.
Oh, I can imagine. Man, I felt just so behind, you know, just with the item placement and stuff.
Show.
Oh, thank you very much. I guess, you know, the waterfall kind of paid off. And not having to go to Lefane and stuff.
Yep, more than you realize, Dengwoo never actually went to waterfall. He hit go mode before then and never bothered.
Oh, he opted not to get the floater, huh?
I mean, he did ice first.
Okay. So
he
definitely didn't need it.
But the Mazza was there, so now he's about to hit Tia 2 with just a fighter and a red mage, unpromoted, and that fighter swinging an Ice Sword.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, he's been rocking 2-man strats for most of this seed. He just hit level 36.
Oh, wow.
He's plowing through it though. He's getting through her, but now he's hit some unrunnable worms. So what did you think of that seed, Sho? Anything you think you could have done better, or anything you didn't like to see?
Well, I'm glad I didn't see like nuclear or nuke. But March Cave was a little rough with shadows having poison or something, and so just trying to get through that was annoying.
Yeah, the thing is, Dengwoo actually had a bit of an advantage because he was able to go in and out and Al first out. He didn't see a lot of the stuff that you did.
I mean, I'm glad I took the White Mage. Life 2 really came in handy.
Yeah, that's one thing that Dengwoo doesn't have because he started with 3-man straight up with fighter red black. And then I guess the Black Mage died and has not been back up since.
Well, he's about to hit Tier 2 here, with 13 heal pots left to his name, so...
Yeah, and like Cure 4 being learnable, like I was just playing it safe.
Oh yeah, you had all the charges of Life 2 and Cure 4 you wanted. You were set. We said that going in, like, you had the equipment lead and everything, so it was like, we didn't think Topher was really going to be an issue for you.
Yeah, and luckily, you know, it really wasn't. It was really funny that I was able to confuse Carrie just before Carrie 2 before I.
Oh, did he? I didn't even notice that part.
Yeah, we didn't get to see it. The screen just, you know, the damage went by so fast. But that Ice Sword putting in work, 7 hits, 600.
Yeah, I mean, you know, finding Excalibur and then like Masa right after was like, well, at least I have swords.
Wow, and Tiamat's not going down to Quad X here.
And Dengwoo was able to find some swords too. He did find Vorpal. I think he found both katanas, or he's found a katana in Sky. It's just without that floater, you can't really make any use of it.
Yeah, it was nice to find stuff in like Cardia. I think I found the 3rd ribbon in Cardia or something like that. Yeah, I mean,
I know that's where Mass
Moon was. Yeah.
Yeah, that early ribbon was nice for you guys. It really probably made your Marsh dive a little bit safer.
Yeah.
The 3rd ribbon was an ice cave.
Okay. But yeah, having 3 ribbons was real nice, obviously. And it was nice not to just check any chests in Sea or Sky, so I just kind of powered through that.
Alright, Dengwoo was putting up defenses and fasting and temperous fighter. Doesn't really have too many more options.
Yeah, and we saw we'll see how Dengwoo fares here.
Yeah, you weren't hitting too well with that Mazmoon. Oh, he gets 1 hit for 90 damage.
And that was a crit, too.
Yeah, I'm glad I had Locke. Locke definitely kind of came through.
Yeah, he's missing.
He's missing, and he doesn't have Locke.
No, he does not.
I think this is not going to go well. So I guess we're going to get to see what Chaos has for a spell list here. Because he did 1 damage, 1 hit.
Oof.
But, yeah.
Oh, but he's going Bane Sword.
May as well.
Yeah, you don't got much of a choice. You got to do something at this point. If Chaos is just going to swing away, this could be a real battle of attrition right here.
Uh-huh.
I take it Thorhammer was in Lefane, or that quest chain, I'm assuming.
Thorhammer was the crystal. Loose and ice.
Oh.
No, Loose in Sky, actually.
Oh, and Loose in Sky. Yeah, the crystal was Loose in Sky. It turned into our Thor's Hammer.
Ah. Yeah, Life... God, Life was either level 7 or 8, so that was terrible.
And he's out of Cure 4 too, so if Chaos has any nuclears or any nukes in the tank, there you go. Ooh. 3 hits, 436. See if Chaos has a nuclear in the tank. If he does, this could go bad.
Well, he's getting some damage in.
Well, he's got Zap, but the Dengwoo's got both of his warriors ribboned up. So
damage in. I don't know. Chaos might wear him down with these fire 3s.
When he's getting the hits, when he's critting, he's actually doing some decent damage.
Yeah, I don't think Chaos was that beefy. Maybe it's a couple of thousand. I think at the most.
Yeah, not too HP heavy.
Is this going? You know, there's an ice 2.
Because you weren't hitting very well with that Mazmoon either.
No.
Yeah, when I think we saw, was it a 2 for 2 at one round?
Yeah.
When we saw that, it's like, ooh dear. And there's an Inferno.
Did that worry you at all when you swung the Mazda and seen 2 hits too?
Yeah, but with all the temper charges and lock and fast casts, I wasn't too worried. Plus, I had power bonk.
Oh, and the slow 2 hits.
Oh no.
No fast either.
Well, I thought he did have fast, but
he may have double. Oh, he's out of fast charges. This was level 2, same as Cure 4. This is gonna be rough. Oh, he's still in boy.
That slow 2 really is gonna slow things down here.
Yeah, when Chaos hit me with the slow 2, I was like, oh, okay. But I had 2, a bunch of fast charges, so I wasn't worried about it.
Can't even hit him now. But Chaos doesn't seem to have anything bad, or at least he doesn't like to go to his skill list. Because all we've seen is Fire 3 and Zap. So
yeah, they're just breaking out the free lit 2s. Just
missed.
Because Chaos is not pulling out the high-end threatening stuff, at least not yet, so...
Chaos is pretty heavy into his spell list here, so I think it's all Fire 3s from the looks of it.
Lots of chip damage. Oh, man.
On both fronts.
Heal pot stats, but he's only got 4 of them.
Now he's not breaking out the potions.
Well, he kind of has to if Chaos does pull out a nuke somewhere along the way.
Ooh, 2 hits for 16, and down goes the red mage.
Whole day and pray.
That was a crit for like 170 something. Crit for 119.
Crit. If you can get Chaos in a crit loop, he'd be okay.
81. 2 hits, 404, down goes Chaos!
Got him.
Oh, wow, that was a nail-biter for sure. And Dengwoo finishing second place with an official time of 150. GG, wow.